year, I decided, like, I'm not doing anything, right? I'm not even going to walk. Like, I'm done.
So take us through college and then kind of a pivot into your career and what inspired the work that you do, because it's still very, I mean, deeply connected to sport and movement.
So college was I did not do well in college. I have a nice ACC ring, but I did not really do well. But what I realized, it's funny, with women, this is a whole nother topic. Our bodies go through a lot of changes. Right? I got heavier. No one told you in the 90s, right, that
Mm-hmm.
this is what's happening to your body. You have a new body now, so now you need to adjust accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, you create the narrative and you're like, oh, I'm just not good anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I might be at a Division I college, but I'm not running the way I should be running. And, also we had the coach I went there for left within the first week.
Mm.
Now he stayed on campus as an academic athletic advisor because we went through like a series of coaches the whole
Mm.
time. I think we had maybe 4 distance coaches.
Oh, wow. In
So that
four
was
years.
also
Yeah.
challenging. Yeah, and that was
Wow.
challenging. Even like the sprint coaches, like they ended up leaving too with new people coming in. So that was hard. Got a stress fracture my freshman year
Mm.
too in my femur. Really kind of started to like reevaluate my relationship with running. I was actually there for 5 years. So my 5th year I decided like I'm not doing anything. Right? I'm not even going to walk. Like I'm done. Like I was so kind of burnt out, and
Burnt.
not just burnt out from the sport, but burnt out mentally and
Totally.
emotionally
Mm-hmm.
of like the obsession. All of a sudden, like I think it was the spring of my 5th year, I was kind of like, oh, something's kind of missing, and I started to run, walk a little bit, and then college ends, I come home, apply for jobs. And I did end up, with my first coaching job. But when I got that first job, I wasn't even running yet. And then I met, my husband who was hired as the assistant cross country and track coach. And he was like, hey, you want to go for a run? And he was the first, this is kind of fascinating. When I had my stress fracture, I learned how to get back into shape.
Mm-hmm.
But no one really teaches you how to get, like, when you start in 7th grade, you're a little thing, you just do it. But
Mm.
how to really get back into shape.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I look back at my experience, like even in high school, like, my senior spring, I didn't do as good, but I had an injury, I had ankle injuries, and I was like, oh, I just wasn't in shape.
Mm.
Like the way I needed to be in shape. But if
Mm-hmm.
someone sat down and had that conversation with me,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have been so emotional.
Yeah.
Someone's like, oh, honey, you're just not in shape.